Here we go. Welcome to today's class, TGIF. We made it all the way to the end of the work week. We are going to go over referrals today. It's one of the most probably underused resources that we have. We all know people that are located in a different part of the country who are buying houses, selling houses, and this will kind of allow you to kind of broaden your client base. So we're going to just go to agent.kw.com and log in with our username and password and click on sign in. I'm going to be using Firefox today, so you can see this little, I don't know, blindfold, I guess. We found that Command works best when using either Chrome Incognito or Firefox Private. Those are the platforms that it plays best with. So once we're here, you've seen this page before, and we usually click on our name right here and go into settings, but this time we're actually going to go into profile instead of our marketing profile. Michael said he tried to do a referral this week and they couldn't get it to work. Okay. Yeah, I was actually troubleshooting with one of my friends also, and I couldn't find her on the referrals. So I recommend reaching out to KWRI, and you can do that straight from Command right here. If any of you have run into any issues with something where all your settings should be correct, we're happy to troubleshoot first. But if you want to click on this little question mark right here in Command, and then click on chat with support, you can do live chat. I think it's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Just click on get in touch. And then you can either do a live chat or leave a message. But we're happy to take a look as well. So once we're here, we're in our profile. This is, as opposed to our marketing profile, that is for clients. This is for agents. So this is for other agents. It's almost like a Facebook profile. So they can see how many units you've closed. And this is in the last 12 months, keep in mind. Listings sold and then buy side. So we have an opportunity here to edit our profile if we'd like to kind of maybe appeal to other realtors that might be looking at our profile. So you would do that by just clicking on edit profile right here. You can add or remove service areas. This information here pulls directly from the white pages in mykw.kw.com. So if we wanted, we could come in here and edit the bios so that agents looking at our page will know right away what kind of agent they'd be working with if they chose us to refer their clients to. With the social media, you're going to want to make sure that this is the exact URL that you're seeing when you're on your Facebook page. If you were to, and you're going to want to make sure that it's definitely geared towards business, by the way. If you haven't set up your business Facebook page, send us an email. We've got some videos and some tips that we can help you with on that. But if you were to just type in facebook.com/ whatever the rest of the URL is, it wouldn't work from here. And then the most important part of this, you can decide whether you want to toggle on or off of these. Closed units, listings sold. I think those are great to show and advertise to other agents, but make sure you're opted in. And that could be sometimes a setting that would cause someone not to show up with the referral. But like I said, if you're noticing issues, we're happy to troubleshoot as well. If you're to make any changes here, you would just click on Save Changes. I haven't changed anything, so I'm just going to click Cancel. And then from here, you also, I don't think too many people use this, but there's a home button right here, and it's kind of like a Facebook sort of news feed. So people can, you know, ask for referrals. Here's why you should send me your business. I don't know that there's a ton of activity over here though. From this page, and it also shows you a little bit of a dashboard right here on the right hand side, but we're going to go to the full dashboard by going to Command. So that's all the way over here on the left side. And from here, we're going to click on this little kind of map person icon right here. It says referrals. And if you hover over it, it'll tell you what it is. You can also click on the red square with the white KW and it'll tell you what all of those are. So we're going to click on referrals. So this is our dashboard. There are lots of buttons here. There are lots of tabs here. Here's what I want you to know is that you can get to the same place 3 different ways using 3 different tabs. So don't panic. It can be overwhelming, but basically there's 3 different ways to get to the places that you want. So this page for now is just a referrals overview. So we can see we have 7 pending invites, 0 pending referrals, 0 received, and 0 sent. We have 104 in our referral network. And I'm sure you've all received the nonstop emails from people asking to be in your referral network. This is what they're doing. They're marketing themselves in here. Okay, so on the left side, I see Adrian. I can see that she is military affiliated. She's in Honolulu, Hawaii. So if I've got a client who's looking at moving to Hawaii, I can check her profile out. And I just click on this little caret right here and it does like a quick little synopsis of Adrian's profile. So here's her bio, phone number, email. And right over here on the right-hand side, kind of in the middle, is her stats. So we can see average deal size and her volume in the last 12 months. Right here, we can create a note, and this is just like basically a private post-it note. So if you met her at Bold or something, or if you met her at, let's see, family reunion, you could just add that right there. And this is a private note just for you. No one else can see it. And then if we clicked on her name right here, it would just show us like the full profile. And this is what we were looking at earlier when we were looking at Lori's. So I'm just going to click on the back button here. Now, if I wanted to favorite her, I could click on the star and add her to favorites. We even can sort by tags and they're whatever you want them to be. So you could type in bold and it'll just save that. But that'll allow you to sort by tags. And then if we wanted to send her a referral, we could just click right here. We're going to go into more detail on this page in a moment, but I just wanted to show you. You can basically do anything from the dashboard page. You can also do it on probably any of the other 4 tabs. All right, so let's see. Next, we are going to go to the map. This is super fun to play with. There's so many possibilities here. So like I said, if you've got clients that are local, that have always bought from you and now they're moving out of state, send them a referral and this is the best way to look it up. So let's say they're moving to, we're going to do Idaho Falls, Idaho. So we're going to type that in here. And then automatically it shows me I've got 156 results sorted randomly. And these little green tabs just basically show, it's like a cluster of houses that are being bought and sold in that area. So if you knew they wanted to live on like the west side of Idaho Falls, for example, and you wanted to see who's doing business over there, who's familiar with it, you can just click on the tab. And then if I hover over this, it shows me that Cindy Bates sold this one. And so she's right here. I can click on more info right here. And this gives me a little synopsis, a little bird's eye view of kind of what she's done in the last 12 months, average deal size, etc. From here, I could send her a referral. And that's like the little outbox looking icon. Or if I wanted, I could add her, I could send her an invitation so that she will be in my network. I could add some notes right there as well. Now, if we wanted to sort by, for example, so right now this is sorting by production. I need to point that out right here on the left side, production. And that's what the little green dots are. We can sort, we can do a couple different other things from this drop down, but I want to show you over here on the right hand side in our search results, we can click on filters. And let's say we only want somebody who's in maps. We can apply that filter. So here we've got Stephen Hatch, Mike Hicks, Dan Thomas, Sherry Peary. And we can also, so we just click on it if we want to sort by that, click off of it if we don't want it. If we only wanted somebody who is military affiliated, we could click on that, apply filter. And since I'm zoomed in so close, nobody's coming up, but as I zoom out, I can see Melissa is military affiliated. And if we wanted to get a little more specific, we can say we want somebody who's closed at least, let's say 10 units. Whoops. And sold at least 2. You can do average listing price, sales volume. I mean, there's so many options. It's a lot. And there we go. Now, in order to do a broadcast referral, let's say I've got a client, Lori's got a client in Oregon who's moving to Idaho Falls. To do a broadcast referral so that we kind of basically have our pick of the litter, we have to have under 50. So right now we're at 59. So we're going to put in some other criteria. Let's do average listing price. Let's see if that narrows it down. Ooh, we're down to 3. So if we wanted to send that to these 3 agents, we would click on broadcast referral. And this will basically just send this to all 3 of these agents. You probably would want a little bit more, but you can choose whether or not you show your identity. And then here you would indicate whether you're sending them a buyer, seller, a tenant, or a landlord. The referral fee is adjustable and obviously negotiable. So we'll keep it at 25% for now. And then the acceptance deadline, we can say we want to hear back within 24 hours. We can give them up to 48 hours. And here's where we would put in the minimum and the maximum. And we can write a note to the other agents right here. Pardon me, looking for 3-bedroom, 3-bath, half-acre. And then for the client information, it is kept confidential until we award them the referral. So they won't know who it is. If we want to add the client information, we can either select from our database or we can create a new contact. So we are going to put in Daisy. We can indicate to these agents whether they're pre-approved, pre-qualified, their desired location, and then the client email will be required. We can also tell these agents what timeline we're looking at. So let's say this client doesn't want to move until the beginning of the school year. We can change that to September 1st, and then we would hit send broadcast. Okay, also, so we're going to clear our filters. So hopefully that kind of shows you a little bit of what your options are within the referrals. Let's see. We're going to go back to our map and we're going to search by market centers. I don't think my referrals cleared. Clear. There we go. So it looks like this market center, Keller Williams Realty East Idaho, has 293 agents. These are sorted by random. We can also sort it by closed units. So let's say your client wants to move to Idaho Falls, but they don't necessarily care where in Idaho Falls. You might want to just come in here and see your different options. And then if you've already accepted invitations from people, the emails that we get constantly, it looks like she's already accepted a referral request from Jessica Cardin, who's with Murdoch and Manwaring. And if we click on that, that will just show us her profile. It pops up a new page. And then we can go back over here. From here, we can send her the referral. And in this case, since we're not doing the broadcast referral, the client information, as you notice, is not hidden. So it'll be right there. All right, so next we're going to go into my referrals. On the right-hand side, you can see pending, active, funded, lost, expired, rejected, and all. If you hover over it, it gives you a little brief definition. Pending, for example, we're going to look at the article from answers.kw.com. Pending, it shows referrals that need attention. Either you sent a referral and are waiting on a response, or you have received a referral and need to accept, reject, or counter. And then we've got active. We're going to click on that. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, if we are working on one of these referrals and we want to send an update, we can just click on here. That will send an update directly to the agent that sent us the referral. Funded is an interesting one. Funded is referrals that have successfully closed. There's been so many times when we've wondered, did this close? I sent a referral, what happened to that? So that's where you would find that if it's successfully closed. The sending referral agent should be paid their referral fee once the referral is funded, so you can research it from that point, but that's going to help kind of help you keep track of it, because and one of the most important things that I want to leave you with is that the referral that you send is only, the opportunity is only handled by the agent that you send it to. In other words, you won't be able to see anything in Command. And if you've done a referral before, you've probably experienced that, wondered about it, forgot about it, remembered it, and then checked with your MCA for your check. So just keep that in mind. The other agent can communicate with you, and you can communicate with them within the referrals, within Command in the comments section, but you won't be able to see their opportunity. All right, and lost. So that is where they sent out a broadcast referral, either oh, let's see, this filter will show referrals that have unsuccessfully closed. So they got the referral and it didn't close. They must provide a reason why the transaction was not completed. So it could have, been a funding issue, home inspection, anything like that. Expired is every referral has an expiration deadline. You want to make sure you follow that. Rejected is the one I was thinking of. So sorry, lost and rejected. Don't get those confused. This is why we have the article, and I'll post it again in the comments. Let's see, Michael asked, is there a good reason to use Command to actually send the referral versus just find the agent? I don't, other than I think it gives you more of an insight into the business that this agent is doing, kind of where their field of expertise is. It just gives you more options, I guess, would be one of the main advantages. And then also the option to keep notes and kind of communicate with each other back and forth. But other than that, if you've got a tried and true way and that's what you're used to, that's great as well. Either way will work. But I love the map option, and I love being able to see how many units people have sold, what their production is, their affiliations, especially if commercial, that's going to be one that you want to work with somebody who knows their stuff, land, luxury. So I do like that option. Choices make us happy, right? Okay, let's see. So my referrals rejected, I just wanted to go over that. So that is referrals sent or received that were rejected by the receiving agent. So let's say we do a broadcast referral of 50 agents. Let's say 10 get back to us. We have the opportunity to either award the referral or reject the referral. So I kind of like that we have a little bit more say in, who we put our clients' care into. There are no entries on my referral overview. Is there a way to toggle opt-in or see other agents? You know what, on that one, if you want to send me an email, support@ScottLeroy I would be happy to take a look at that for you, just because there are so many different places to click and so many different places to opt in. And like I said, at the beginning of the class, I've got one of my agents back in Idaho who I can't see her on the map. So I want to troubleshoot this a little bit further for you, Sean, if that's okay. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I've got the article right here. We're going to add that to our recording. So if you want to refer back to that at any time, again, reach out to us, support@ScottLeroyMarketing.com for any questions that you might have. But if you get some time, play around with this. It really is a great resource. We all know somebody who is moving out of town, and we all know people who live out of town who are buying and selling. So if we can get our names in front of them, I think that increases our chances of adding, to our client base and adding to our bottom line. So I'm going to stop the recording, but if you have any questions, I'll stick around and hopefully I can troubleshoot. And again, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are the best. Have a great weekend.